Lois Herr. I've had lots of different experiences in my career, from corporate to academic to political. And that's how I met Jo Ellen, because I met her at a Democratic National Convention in 2008, where we were both delegates. And we've been friends ever since. When I moved back to Pennsylvania, that I became active, mostly in Lancaster County, but then in 2011, I moved to Lebanon County, and that's when we interacted the most, although I had already met you and recognized that there's something about you that it shows you connect across party lines and across county lines and statewide. So that's an asset you have, and I think that helps you in getting and doing the job you do. I know that you have often been the sole voice on a commission, getting along with most of the time, but having occasionally the need to speak out on an unpopular position. And I've admired your ability to do that with over the years. I mean, I don't know if I would have the patience to do that. And there's something else that I would like to say that I have noticed about you. I've observed it because obviously I knew you, but I didn't know you well until I was actually busy working in the local politics. And I noticed that the issues that you stood up on often ended up being safety, health, or the environment, things that matter to people in their daily lives. And I certainly respect that. So there were many, many other issues, but safety and the environment, I think, have always been identified with you, and it's not top on everybody else's list. So those were cases where you were sometimes a dissenting vote. And I credit you with having the patience to keep at that for all that time. You won some, but it was not always easy, was it? Well, just like it takes courage to be the lone voice in a crowd that's going the other way, it also takes courage to step back and keep quiet and let somebody else try their wings. And I see you doing that. So that's a valuable trait. I should add that you have a great attention to detail, which occasionally tripped me up as a chair with Robert's Rules of Order and so forth. But I think that is, it's a good trait. It was annoying at times, but it was a good trait because it kept me from making mistakes. And I think that's another thing that you've tried to do in your role as commissioner, is try to keep bad things from happening, which is one of the most important thing a politician can do. And that you have the courage to stand up to that. And people don't always like it, but that doesn't stop you from making sure that what you do is what you believe. And just one detail about the party: wherever I have lived, wherever I have gone, I have found friends in the Democratic Party. And I think that's one of the assets of our getting together and doing things as a party. More recently, I ran for borough council in Mt Gretna and served in that capacity for several terms. So that was an interesting piece of it.